the filling stations and all those properties, I built it. I had a fight with my sister because the way she was managing the place, I didn't like it. She actually bought the whole land and I did the construction of the buildings. I had to lose everything because that time she was using Rollins. Because Rollins' girlfriend was my sister's best friend. So they were using Rollins to intimidate me. I said, hell no. Me, the way I've struggled in America to get it. And first, she didn't even go.
This is your biological sister?
Yes. One mother, one father. Don't do business with even your mother. Do your own business. Get her money to eat.
Yes.
Don't do any business with any family member. At all. Do your own thing. So I mean, whatever I'm doing for them, I'm sharing it. Yes. This is yours. You mess up, God knows I've done.
You're not handling it for me.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's yours. But to go and do business with a family member, I'm afraid, no, don't do it. Even Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ tells you he knows Ghana, don't trust Jesus Christ again. Because he's been corrupted. Anybody who knows Ghana has been corrupted. So don't trust. Use your business principles to protect your investment.
Family or no family.
Family or no family, use your to protect your investment. If not, what don't have a good tea. And you know, the sad thing is that you, the very person that is feeding, the whole family will turn against you because they think what you have should be theirs.
Yeah. The sense of entitlement we have out here is unbearable, honestly.
You know? So it has not been easy. Look, I lost the first one, and listen to me. First one that I lost was in 1992. Me, I was in MPP. We formed MPP in 1990 at Brooklyn, New York, Nana Boache's house. Myself, my boss, Boache Jakun, Dr. He's now the counselor in UN, New York, Dr. Amoakwa, Professor Emeritus Amoakwa. He became MP after JB, then JB came back. Yeah, that man. Kwame Usu, Ghana Maritime, he became the MPP first chairman, and Boache was the general secretary. So in 1992, we were so sure Ghanaians were prepared for change. So we came to support Dr. Dubois with Dr. Preku, and that's where I got to know Dr. Preku and the rest. And we lost the election. When we lost the election, I stayed here for 8 months. When I went back, my office had been taken over and given to the lady. That's how come she used the African market. And you see, why I always react strongly when somebody says I'm a drug dealer, it's because of that. When I lost everything in 1992, I was going through divorce with his mother. I had another nice girl here. She left me because the money was not coming
anymore.
Yeah. Now when she sees me, see this guy, you day. She sees the kind of cars I use, then she realizes a mistake. Yeah. You know, I went back. And listen, Professor Dubois was so sure he was going to win. So in his house at airport, all this while I had not gone to university. I was a former, making money. But you know, I wish the man had lived to see. I didn't know the statement he made. I thought he offended me, but he saw something in me. Listen to me. When he was arranging his ministerial positions, it got to me and he tapped me here. Young man, you're going to be a strong businessman. I didn't get it. I thought, oh, maybe because I've not been to college. Yeah. I've not gone to college. That is why he's saying that. Not knowing he saw something in me. So when we lost the election, I said, school dear, me also me Kobe.
So that was what motivated you to go back to school?
Yeah, to go back to school in 1993. At Fordham University.
New York.
Yeah, in the Bronx. But even that 3 years, we share what I would. And when Reagan, Clinton,
yeah.
Clinton also came with U.S. lottery. And I was the first person.
So that was when it started? That was when it started?
Yeah,
okay.
Clinton's time. I was the first person to introduce this program here. My office was at Zaglo House at the Braka. And look, the kind of money I made that time, that is when I came back. When after getting broke with the Dubois election, I started all over again. I was using my last Lincoln. Her mother has also left the place. My house, the 624 Commonwealth Avenue, was taken by the bank. I was left with only my Lincoln Navigator. No, Lincoln Town Car. That was the time I should have done drugs.
Yeah.
By my brother.
You went back?
I went back to drive taxi. That's when I took them. They had stayed with, when there was a problem with the mother and myself, they came to Ghana. So I took them back. And my wife did very well.
Within a short period, you had moved from owning taxis to driving the taxis yourself.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So when things like this happen to you and you say you are going to consult whoever, you're making a mistake. Life is never going to be smooth. If not, we will all behave like animals. If life is so smooth, we don't have challenges on our way to success, then we will behave like animals. There are definitely going to be challenges, but you have to rise to the occasion. But strike hard when the iron is hot. You just don't back up when the iron is hot. You'll be defeated completely.
Exactly. When it dries, it will deform. But when you strike it hard, you put it into the shape you want it.
Right.
So that when it dries, it goes into the shape you want. Oh no, but let's talk about school. When you decided to go back to school in America, how was the experience like? Which course did you study?
Economics.
Economics. I also did economics in uni. You see, I've seen my economics. Yeah, most of I was economics in here. I also did economics.
It's the best that you can do.
I'm on TSA.
No, very, very
good. Life in a different way.
In a different perspective.
How was it?
Let me tell you.
It wasn't your first time in America, though. So
no.
How was it like?
I'm not saying everybody should waste his good time before going to school as a mature day. You see, literature, Macbeth.
Yeah.
Honorable Alex Markin was shocked when all those years that I was doing Macbeth, I could recite it just like that. Me Baba. It's like I didn't even understand what I was reading. But in the Fordham University, I was a mature student. I knew what I was doing. My GPA, none of my kids, I think one of them will beat me, but not yet. So long as she has not. My GPA was 3.85.
Throughout?
As a mature student. When I was there, my professor, he was Iranian. He introduced me to Solomon and Solomon. Financially, now it's called Smith Band. Because I was good in economics, those things. Now, of course, I was matured. I've made money, lost it, started driving taxi again. And my new wife, which is still my wife, Stella Wilson, did marvelously well. I brought the 2 kids. She took them as hers. And she really supported me. So I was able to come back again. I introduced the U.S. lottery that was introduced by Clinton to Ghana.
You were the first person that brought it here.
Yeah. You will find out. And that time, when I finished the program, I had said to myself, I didn't know how it was going to happen. I had said to myself that at age 35, I'll be a millionaire.
Did it happen?
Oh, yes. No, I said age 40.
Age 40.
Age 40, I'll be a millionaire. September 30th, 1996, I had $1,145,000. Bam.
Which was way before the age you even said.
Right, at a great bank. Dr. Kranchi was the one who was handling my money for me from the lottery.
You made that much?
Yes, because I took 567 people to America that year in 1996. So when we finished the program 30th, I checked my bank account. I called all the workers, those who helped me, gave everybody $20,000 and popped champagne. That now I can say that I'm a millionaire.
And so you
listen again. I lost that money too.
How?
That is when I started working with my sister. We set up this Hollywood with shops here and there, and boom. After this, she wanted to take everything for herself. I had to fight. One day, Irene Mercado, she's now what's the title they give? Director General for Common Fund. She was a student. They were the one I was arrested and taken to Legon police station. She was the one who was bringing me food. People don't know how I have struggled
how
to
rough it's been.
Yeah. And my brother, village boy like me, I've made $1 million, and I see it rare that my sister who is not educated is outwitting me.
Wants to take it.
I had to fight. I'll get to Hollywood and the police will arrest me.
On your own property?
Yes. Yes. I had to fight. So it was not easy. All this, I left. So what I had to do to start again was that when you make money, you should have secure investment. And the secure investment is properties. Properties will not make you rich because you wait for rent to come. You don't do the business with the money because it's stuck. But it's a security. Anytime the money that you are doing business with, you lose it,
you can go back.
You have a fallback. My brother, to start life again, fortunately for me, I had 11 houses that time. So I had to sell the strategic ones in a good location to start life all over again. I lost Tesano Airport, all those, I lost it and started life.
And in between that was your education, because
I stopped. I didn't finish.
Yes, I wanted to get to that.
Fordham University in 1996. When I made that money, I deposited it at Great Bank, and I was still going to school. But what was happening was that the workers, when we started the 97 one, the workers used my company receipts to take people's money that I'm going to do the program. I will get the green card for them, do the applications and everything. But I was in school. I was going to come back when they are going to
do it again.
No, when they are going to the interview itself.
Okay.
I'll be here to guide what to do. But filling the forms, my brother, they use my company receipt to take the money and never did anything for them.
And all these people were falling back to you because it was your receipt?
Yes. So I had to come back and had to pay everybody.
Out of the money you had made with them?
Yes. Had to pay everybody. You see, if I had not paid everybody, do you think today I will get muff even to talk?
Because you would have been labeled as a criminal back then.
Right. But a lot of friends who were doing that, they had legal background and they used technicalities to refuse to pay the people. And they never had peace. But I paid everybody. I paid. I refunded their money. So long as you have my receipt, I have authorized them to take it. So if I don't see it, it is assumed that you have given the money to me. And I have to pay. That is honesty.
Was it true that you deferred your course in the university just so you can come back and do business with the money? At a point you said, okay,
yes.
Why should I have this much?
Let me give you why I stopped. Was that when my professor introduced me to this Solomon and Solomon, myself, there's one Ghanaian now, he's dead, Atta, then a Jamaican and Spanish were 4 students that the professor recommended. Atta got a job with AT&T.
Okay.
And I got Solomon and Solomon. That time, even in school, they were giving me $89,000. So after the interview, congratulations, then I went home and asked my wife, you mean so all this school that I'm going to get 89,000, and this 89,000 is not net. Uncle Sam is also going to take his. So I told her, look, I cannot let this money go like that with what the people are doing. Now, if I have $1,145,000 in my account, why should I stay here and take 89,000 minus Uncle Sam? No, I'm going to work with it. You can ask my wife. She was so disappointed because the family she comes from, they are all highly educated. RP Bafu's family. So, oh, finish and go. I said, if I stay here 1 year, I'll go to jail.
True.
If I stay here 1 year and the people continue to take people's money and don't deliver, I'll go to jail. I've lost my first day. This one, I can't let it go. So I came back. That is how come I didn't finish. But it's worth it. I said to myself, I said to my wife, don't worry. I'm going to employ PhDs, masters, graduates to work for me. And I've done exactly that.
Wow. Honorable, that is the genesis of your business and, the creation of your wealth. But at what point did you decide to get into politics full time?
I was still in politics because I lost money at the Dubois time in 1992. It was my boss who introduced me. He's a very good man, great man, a lawyer from Asiedu. Okay. If I had told him I was coming here, he would have tuned in.
So listen.
He really likes me, Okay. It's not easy to work with somebody and he will love you to death.
Yeah.
He's sick now, but the family tells me every blessed day he's listening to a man to see if I'll come or not. So it's not easy to have a boss like that.
Exactly.
And I think I also respected him and did the right thing and all those things, So I promised myself that I will not lose this money. So I came back and I lost every contact. The lady who was helping me there, they didn't let her go back because she made a mistake. I bought golf, GT, whatever for her. I set up baby's boutique for her. And the way she was dressing, enviness, but they were temporary. They were only there for the lottery program.
Exactly. So it's like seasonal.
Right.
Yeah.
You go and come back and, but they didn't call her again. Life still goes on. So I started hustling left and right, And that time, even today, $1 million is still a lot of money. And honestly, it is not only the $1 million, $1,145,000. That was in the account. So my sister went to a Greek bank for a loan. Dr. Crunchy was also from Masin.
Okay.
So talking to her, says, oh, she mentioned my brother is this, and I was, oh, okay. Your brother is doing very well, this. And my mother convinced me to help my sister
get the loan.
First, the Dr. Crunchy said he was not going to give her the loan because when her appearance, she had gold all over. And all you could hear, clang, 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 when she's walking. Now she's thrown everything away. Yes, so gold all over. So Dr. Kranchi said, no,
I don't trust you.
I don't trust you. I don't think you can pay. So I had to guarantee for her.
Okay.
It got to a point where she realized the interest was so high. So, oh, why don't you take shares in this? This is how it all started. And I'm telling you, in 1997, I pumped in $400,000 only for me to see that I entered the premises, the business was doing well. But I didn't have time to manage. She was the one managing it. She goes there and dips her hands into the money and go away without even accounting for it. So the gas attendants also, they all bought cars. One day,
Madam is doing it, so we are all doing
yeah, one day I went there to check. There was no money and there was no fuel in the tank.
Where did it go?
That is when I started. I said, no, this can't happen. This kind of management, it won't happen. Then it started. I did this, I did that. What I went through, my brother, your mother, let her stay there and give her money to chop.
Don't involve them.
No.
And I'm sure when things hit the south, they will definitely involve family members. Yeah, so over in the long run.
Me say, I had to pull a gun
Wow.
at the court. The lawyer, he met me in parliament. He said, this guy is a strong guy. There's a designer called Dominion.
Okay.
And I was getting those shirts from Manchester, a wholesale. I'm the one who brings the things from America. So if you are wearing my shirt, I know. The lawyer was wearing my shirt at the court. I said, you, a lawyer, that you solicit favors from your clients. This shirt is for me. And I held it. I said, look here, Dominion, you're cheap. I pulled the gun. I said, I'll blow your head. Think I'm stupid? I've gone through that. And now you think this illiterate can let me lose everything? Hell no, I'll die here. Fortunately, the judge knew Dr. Kranchi. They adjourned the case. And the judge, Akoto Bamfo, her husband had died. And 1 year anniversary, she came to our place for furniture to go and do some few gathering. Then Dr. Kranchi told her that, oh, those are my nephew and niece. Then the fight that they are fighting. So the Dr. Kranchi took the judge through everything, how I gave the money and everything to her. So the next time we went to court, good, why I didn't like my mother, and I'll tell you a secret today. I had vowed, I'm telling you today, me say don't do business with any family member. I had vowed, it's only today that I'm coming public. I had vowed that if my stepfather had died before my mother, I would have thrown my mother out of my house. Because my mother, I gave her money to make a deposit, bungalow number A5. She went to court and testified that the house is for my mother, my sister. I swear to God. My stepfather went there and said, Mommy Judge, me wabwa. Bemano na disikano mano. Na ma time no ba nyame, my stepfather yini che me mami. Ba na me mami feel say my stepfather would die before her. But she died before my stepfather. Na ma planning say kemetu.
Okranka betu no.
Metu no akotena me sister nchen because osene the auntie come. But it didn't work that way. I'm telling you. I've been very bitter with family business. So me, I stay away. And you can take a cue from me. It has not been easy. It has not been easy. So when people see you, they don't want to work because of politics. They talk trash. He's a drug dealer. He's this. I will not keep quiet.
Because you know what you've been through.
Yes. I will not keep quiet. I will fight back. That is my style. I'm sharing all this with you, life experiences for the youth that are coming up to know that you're not going to have a smooth sailing. There will be ups and downs. When you fall, you rise. If you fall and you stay there, that is the end of you. Now let me tell you how to make money.
Let's go into that. I'm very interested.
You see, especially the workers here, I know your income is not that huge, but you should still save money. One, if you are not married, you should be able to save 70% of your income. How you can do that is that you can share, you can rent a place and share with a friend. So that if you are supposed to pay 600, you pay 300. Yeah. You can even bring a third person. So that if you have to pay 600, you pay 200. What it means is that if you are two, you will save 300.
Exactly.
If we are three, you will save 400. And it becomes a big savings. Typical example of what I'm saying is today, and it's all over the world. When you look at America, you realize the way about 30 million people are filed for unemployment. It means they never saved. They were doing hand to mouth. If you don't save, if you don't have the ability to save, you will never be successful. Savings, the power of savings is key to success. But the first cardinal principle for anybody to be successful is honesty. There are a lot of people. Let me give you one example. I have a Chinese woman here. She has given credit to some Opera Square traders, plumbing equipment and all those things, lights. When she is going for the money, they give excuses. She supplied me goods worth $11 million, and I've paid $9 million. So anytime I tell her, Wela, I need this, she has confidence in me that as for Ken, he will pay.
Yeah.
That's richness.
The financial trust is there, and it comes from honesty.
Yeah, and that is richness. People who take her goods and do not pay cannot go back to her. As simple as that. So she gives me this credit, and I honor. Anytime they pay me, I honor. Sometimes I have to give everything to her because she will also be stressing.
Yes.
Of course, I have other businesses, so I'll eat. Then I give everything to her. Wait for another payment. That is honesty. So whatever I tell her, I need this, immediately she will organize it because she knows I'm going to pay.
To honor your word.
Honesty brings confidence. Then I gave the example of working 188 hours plus 40 hours, which is 128 a week. If you use 40 hours to make $250 and go and drink your Core 45 or Budweiser, that was the favorite drinks
back then.
Budweiser and Core 45. Then if you want to get drunk, they call it Old English. It's a beer, but the alcohol content was a bit high. Old English. You see, the time that you are spending to drink Core 45, I'm at the gas station working. So hard work. So if you want to make it in life, you should be hard working, honesty, and savings.
Right now, no. Hard work not better than as a youth and acquire issue but
you see, let me tell you. Let me give you an example. The problem of the youth today is that they think they finished university, they've completed university. I'm a graduate, so this job I can't do it. Why is it that I had 11 houses, but I went back to drive taxi? And this was not even a regular taxi. It was from Co-op City to Baychester. Co-op City, $dollar.
Wow.
Yeah. Why? You have to adjust to every situation so that you can come back. But with your ego saying that you're a graduate, you don't want to do anything.
My boy comes degree in it.
Yeah. Look, from here I'm going to my site. One day, I got there, and my manager, he knows me very well. He was interacting with a lady who had come there with ice kenke or some drinks to sell to the workers on site. Talking to her, the girl said she's a graduate. She did communication or something, whatever. Then I said, oh, graduate? And we are doing it. I said, yes, but I don't have a job. I don't have anything to do. So I bring the food here to sell and I make something. So, this story is what my boss will want to hear. So wait, he's coming. I got there. I saw the lady with water and some drinks selling to the workers. So I asked her, are you a graduate? She said, yes. I said, go and bring your certificate. Kenneth, has she started working?
Wow, 2 months already.
Yeah. I said, wow. You see, she's not lazy. She's not waiting for manna or government to come and feed her. I was encouraged and touched by a graduate selling ice kinky to make a living.
So point is, you did not employ her because of her certificate, but you employed her because of her zeal and hard work.
Yes.
Okay.
For her to have been a graduate and come so low to sell means she's a serious-minded person.
It's a go-getter.
Right. So I said, well, if you live in Tema, now what I can do for you is Ken City, is in Accra. He says, hey, I'll do it. I said, okay. So I called Kenneth, they should train her, and now you've heard it yourself that she started working 2 months ago.
Honestly, I'm really impressed. I'm touched. I'm picking all these things myself because means youth and me won't be.
Yeah.
And these are things that people won't tell you. Because seminar, you go and pay, and then they will just brothelize it, and they won't go honest with that.
Let me tell you, a graduate, you come here. You see, the level of education you have will make you think differently, because when we talk of risk, we'll come to that.
Okay.
Some people selling here may not even know the risk. They wouldn't know the integrity. You have to be honest, you have to be sincere, this and that. You would have heard it in passing somewhere along the line in your education. So if you begin to sell something, and for a graduate to lower himself or herself to go and sell something, you don't want to fail. That is where the success comes from. You don't want to fail. And most of them would not fail because they didn't stay home and expect manna to come from heaven. They abandon their ego, their certificate, and try to do something. Those people will definitely succeed in life.
Wow.
Definitely. For him to abandon his certificate, ego, to go so low to start life, they will make it. So the youth. Now, how much? Sometimes it's very difficult to get capital.
I know.
Very difficult to get capital. But you can start small. You can start small and build. Sacrifice. Let me tell you. From 1 to upper 6, I had girlfriend. They were just only in name. My success and my determination came from women who dumped me. It challenged me. I always turn negative to be positive. So the youth, turn your negatives to be positive. The women, 2 of them, they dogged me because Charlie poverty. Oba, Mr. Father, fee on one. The furniture, if you read Chinua Achebe, he said, me and my wife.
Yes.
The single chairs. One of them, when she came, I had forgotten that the chair was broken and they just put it there. So she sat on it and she was exposed. So she felt I deliberately did that. How can I deliberately do that? I went to her house to apologize and she never agreed. I said to myself, one day I'll be somebody.
Wow. I'm getting a lot of messages on our WhatsApp. Let me just take a brief moment to say hi to a few people. This one in here says, my first time listening to Honorable Kennedy. Agyapong, people are not thinking at all in life. You need to hustle to get to the top. This one didn't add his name. Thank you, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, for this info about life. I'm really inspired and proud to have you as a leader in Ghana. Keep telling us the truth, but nothing else but the truth. Obviously, that's what he's going to give us. Honorable, so I watched a documentary about you, I think this about 2-3 years ago, and it was a day in your life. I think they visited your house in your constituency.
Okay.
And I was amazed to see the number of people who queue up at your doorstep every morning to ask for help. What moves you to help all these people? And what do you look out for before you even help someone?
Why I do that is that I try to give everybody equal opportunity, which I didn't get. And I do that because when we were in Addisade College, one, I had nickname, Agyapong, marriage. In the class, I was tall, you could tell from my height. So I was always behind it. When a teacher comes to the class and asks, yes, the gentleman back there, even if I know the answer, when I raise my hands, they were all 10. Agyapong, a fumo. Yeah.
Wow.
Agyapong, a fumo. You know, from Asim Fosu to Addisade College, a champion time in 1976. It's just 45 minutes today from Fosu to Cape Coast. It took us over 4 hours. When I got to Addisade College, my hair, my eyes, everything was brown. You could tell from the trunk and everything. When you raise your hands to answer that question, Agyapong, anu blofu cheme. You see? But because I had the opportunity to go to school and met people, you see how my life has changed. So I decided to help people because I think if they are given opportunity, some will do far better than me.
Exactly.
And I'm proud to tell you, today, President Akufo-Addo's time, I have over 1,000 jobs for my small constituency because I have over 1,000 graduates. I decided to educate the people. So they queue for their school fees. I also help the health people that are, those things. And trust me, if I tell you poor people that have passed through my hands and how they are doing well today, if I had not given them that opportunity, they would have wasted their talent.
Yes.
By now, but go and see these guys.
And all these people also give opportunities to other people as well.
Well, the difference between me and most of them will be that they are afraid to share their pasts. One boy, very handsome boy, very, very intelligent. I took him to Addisade College. He did November, second year in Addisade College and got 7 A's and a B. So he went to Legon. So when his mates were in third year SS3, he was in Legon first year. And he still got first class. He works at Fidelity Bank. And I've tied my account because my rent from these big companies comes in dollars. The Fidelity Bank, sometimes if I don't have CDs in my account and I sign the check, they look at the dollar in my account and pay.
Okay.
So I was specific that the lady should take it to this branch, but she didn't. She took it to this boy's branch. So when he went there, she went there. I said, oh, then let me talk to the manager. Whatever. He's my nephew. I swear to God, the boy refused to talk to him. No matter his brains, he will never get 100 of what I have. I swear to God.
What was
the boy, ofare so obeka ohiani ne maame no ton koko na ne papa police no ko pension. God will punish that boy. Onya bida. Your friend AJ Randolph make ontie ne ye. AJ Randolph.
And never when you see you experience all these, but you still keep doing it.
Because ebi munso there's one boy Ofrikushia Nana Prani Sam Jonah Kro.
Okay.
And also me kwa decided college, but they have never failed me. Any asing boy, I'm decided college where has gone to university. Boy, no, when I was going around, they were laughing at that. Or the asing kushia wenyahe she. Or the asing dumpy wenyahe she. So I asked my driver, what is she? Meaning 0%. Yeah. So I went to Kushia. Where Nanapra comes from, where Sam Jonah comes from, 0%. So I assured them that anybody who studies and get good results, I will take care of him. This boy, the following year, he got 8. Aggregate 8 from that village. Then I took him to Adverts College. Me say, this boy went to Kivas. Over Kivas, no the US lottery.
Wow. Mahama on a double.
And went to America. What the boy does is that every Christmas, he's in America. He will send his family to bring hampers to me. He went to stay in my house and build himself up. And there were some computational, some big EB. OTC. But that boy, Coco Selano, Niba.
Oh no, when you are here.
Hey, that year, me catch on. There is a northerner, and also only 2 boys in Amdom Adverts College. Fuseni, or a medical doctor. Omo family, my name is NDC MPP. One of the guys with me, AMPP, and an sister pan and a banning Fuseni. Me a one number catch him, so mean I should give the guy bail. Fuseni. Why? Why? Because I went to the Muslim community in my area and they were asking me what I've done. I'm saying, well, at least I picked this boy through Adverts College, university, and now he's a medical doctor. The mother is an NDC. The mother said I should never mention the son's name anywhere, that I took care of him. So the brother beat her up. So you are very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. That is how I got to know when I went to the police station. Then he told me the story. So, Lord, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Confucius, Agyapong Randolph, listen carefully. Unifuseni, or say, if a man saves your life, you are indebted to him for the rest of your life. I sit here and curse that boy today. Very brilliant boy. Now, yes, I didn't go Harvard. And now, one of our guys, Nana Yao, or yeah, Juma Fidelity, and no, Opochi, or yeah, Juma or Ken City. That's how I was bringing the guy. He doesn't want anybody to hear his past. He will never succeed with all the brains. Agyapong Randolph, I tell you today, you will come one day and kneel before me, even if I'm dead on my grave. Me say, these 2 boys, I took them to my house at West Legon and taught them how to use fork and knife. Because if you don't do it and you go to Adverts College, you are doomed. Teaching them.
And you didn't have this opportunity?
No. But that is the reward I got out of it. If they were the first 2 I tried. If I had looked at what they did, I wouldn't have helped anybody. And where I am today, none of them can help me. But there are different kinds of help. It may come to a point that with all your money, you cannot even get up. One of the boys will be there to save you. What do you say? Okay. So I continue to do. If you expect favors from kindness you do, then you always be bitter.
You'll be disappointed.
Yes. So me, I just help people. Whether you have one boy during Peace FM time, the mother brought him to me. So, My son couldn't go to medical school now. We share resource pa. So what? You mean he's going to stay home? No way. I did arrangements, connection, and he got pharmacy. The guy got first class from pharmacy. He came to me and said, the only thing I want you to do is just to come to my graduation, Banamo, America. But in the gown, came to my house to say thank you to me. So this boy and a J. Randolph, who will succeed in life. And as simple as that. What do you say? I'm going to do why you do Fidelity Bank. They will all listen. Me, I don't lie.
Yeah, my attention. As you say, emotions now cause rock.
Yeah, maybe but you know, media, just I put it behind me.
Yeah, we're moving on. Honorable, let me find out from you. You mentioned yesterday that in the next elections you will step aside, and then give way for other people to come in. I mean,
even I wanted to do it this year.
But do you intend on migrating to any political office aside, being a member of parliament?
No, politics is enough for me because, let me tell you, in all honesty, the way I have planned my life, if not politics, a lot of people cannot even get close.
True.
A lot of people cannot even get close. But because of politics, I think Matthew 24:8 or so, it says, anybody who wants to be a leader must first be a servant of the people. That is why I go solo to deal with people. And I also believe, I have a philosophy that I say any leader who is not criticized by his people means he's not doing something right. So I expect criticisms in any that I do.
Based on what you just said, criticism bits, let's say you leave office and a year after somebody else assumes office in your constituency.
Right.
I'll
criticize you. I'll call you first.
Okay.
And tell you, this is the way you have to go because 24 years experience is not a joke.
It's not a joke.
I will share that with you. But if I tell you and you still don't get it, well, I will criticize you. Why not?
Okay. Honorable, I mentioned this earlier on. We had to just put a pause on that because there was a lot to talk about. Farming in Ghana, an issue, Marco. It's not the youth you speak, the people you speak to will tell you, oh, and yeah, assassinate the cry, basically, and yeah, enticing. As a leader, what do you think the nation should do to make farming a little bit more enticing for the youth to join in? Because
do you want me to share my experience with you?
Be very honest with that.
Do you want me to be blunt?
Be very blunt.
Do you want me to be blunt?
Be blunt.
I don't care what the Minister of Agri will think. From my experience, anybody who wakes up in the morning and pray that God, money hear me, money hear me, money hear me, will go into farming. Case closed. I'm sorry, I tell you. And now I give you reasons. We are educated. Now, person who go into farming, you have to be there 24/7. Because the kind of people you are going to deal in that village, you would think they are not educated, but they think you are stupid for bringing job there. Farms, Dida, in Ashanti region, Yabi, Afrancho, Fonse, Kokobeng area, 500 acres plantain. Today, as I speak, Okwa, we have fish ponds, a bibro 1 kilometer stretch, but all abandoned. I did 598 acres of rice farms in my constituency. As I speak, the rice mill is still there. The machine, everything abandoned. We put in orange juice processing factory in my constituency. Go and see.
People don't want to dedicate their 24 hours to work there or what?
Now, listen. The mindset of the people, simply tells me that they are not ready. So if you are telling somebody to go into farming, you have to be very careful. It's disadvantageous to the person because, one, Farmers in advanced countries are given subsidies. Here they don't.
They don't.
Here they don't. And if you don't have subsidies, it is not very easy to go into farming and succeed. So if the government wants the youth to go into farming, their first thing is subsidy in a form of inputs or whatever. But if you are encouraging you to go into farming without subsidies, I'm afraid it won't work.
Will fail. All right. All right. I think that's a good advice for all of us. You know, I think
it won't
the
work.
ministries, yes.
So when you wake up in the morning and you pray that Eradi money hear me, Eradi money hear me, and you leave Accra here to go to your village and farm. No, I want say what
they go grave.
What do you say?
Honorable, Yambra from Kakra. How is a regular day for Honorable like when you wake up in the morning or plans to say, yeah, no, a
regular day is all about money.
Okay.
How to succeed, how to create jobs. What do you say? And yet, they know, and I do not madam me that deeper, above 4, 5 no day, me nine plans and kwa. Once a mess sorry, be 6, na me mama soon in ashishim. Come plans are and basic we economics. I say human wants are many, but the resources to satisfy them are scarce. Therefore, you have to make a choice. True. That is opportunity cost.
Boom. my cost professor, I'm so proud of me.
So, Auntie, you have so many things you want to do, but your money, because as I speak, where are we? I have, let me see the location. I have 12 acres here. I want to build a hotel. CCAPS is mine. Okay. I want to build a hotel. I have 17 acres of motorway. You best steel plant. What you say? I'm going to a coastal, the third one that I'm building, 13,000 tons. The fourth one that I've paid $1 million. The lady needs $1 million because the papers are ready.
Okay.
So you sleep and all these things will be going through your mind. So to make the right decision, my brother, it's not a joke. But you have to do it as a human being. You prioritize it. Sometimes the coastals are not that expensive. Maybe $8 million will get me there, and I know I'll get my money. But this 12 acres here, the hotel, you're talking about 120 million, $140 million. Oh, dear, so it's not easy. The steel plant is about $47 million. It's not a joke. I don't have physical cash of 120 and 47, 167.
Yeah.
I don't have the cash there. Maybe assets-wise, yes. And I'm not prepared to dispose of assets to go and build that. I want to work and build it so that those properties I have will be a fallback in case those businesses are envisaged, say, juicy, do not work.
Flourish, yeah.
So, and my daily activities are full of plans that are all, most of them, about 80% are not fulfilled because I dream more than what I have.
More than you have. But in the course of the day, do you have time for, Megan said, do you have time for yourself? Maybe a minute, Honorable. Are you even on social media?
Or no.
You don't have
people are using my name over there, but I'm not.
So the Twitter account that I see, the Instagram,
they are all fake.
They are all fake.
Yeah, they are all fake. I don't have time. I don't have time.
But what's you listen
to? Oh,
to
yes.
What kind of songs do you like?
The Ghana no dear no ana profonso dear no.
Yes, let's start from answer. What kind of you like hip hop or R&B and
Julio Iglesias no ne you so Andrea Bocelli.
Andrea, okay, Italian man. No?
Yes.
Wow.
So Andrea Bocelli. In my quiet time or when I'm in the car, I would love to listen to Andrea Bocelli, Julio Iglesias, and Kenny Rogers, those things.
Andrea Bocelli when you be contrapartiro.
Yeah.
Daboko.
Okay.
Wow. Beautiful.
Those things. And I also me want my boys be before Masempa.
Yeah, me say no. Ghana, mean calling in a different way. Say be honorable Yeshu Eufina or percent the top 5 artists about ebe entertaining I. First one.
First one, Sarkodie.
Okay, obede.
Second, my young queen and I, Yaniaka Cray.
Stoneboy.
Stoneboy. Now, say Matisse or my fine. I like those two guys, but there be no more Shatawale.
Shatawale
and Kim Promise.
Okay.
Then make us receive beach. You call Labari Beach Hotel Kudidi. Nana medical team in chain. Oh, and now my family almost sorry so more year. Don't buy na medical monso. Sorry. And Omuko you more be and I say, oh, there's a guy that I like now. We're very cool. Who we say we're cool near. Now make a medical and I'm going miracle. And I'm here to say a miracle medical. Now who did it? I never who did it. Which of the songs do you remember? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You take a short break. We need to listen to the music. Honorable needs to blow off some steam. We have more questions coming in, but then where do you want me? My boy, one day from Tema, my boy, okay. And I can promise, so yeah. I think I watched the video. There was an event. Sarkodie was there. I think he went to talk. Birthday. Yes. And I all ban honorable. Akatana no team say freestyle. And what Jay Mike no man free story and I say honorable okay. And honorable said cool. Anyway, so we're gonna get back to the questions in a bit. If you have any questions, honorable. My birthday in social distance. There no me person me a surprise baby. Oh. Then come invite Stoneboy ne Shatawale. We him say we but we him say we enya nyom no mbabodi trans edidi and obi catch up so say they are nice. I'm happy for them. Thumbs up for the team. I really like them. I mean it's not a hard journey. Yeah, you know, I really like the two guys. They are both good too. You know. Before we get back to the conversation, honorable you never watching so what's that? Obi our master now. I think at the point okay second the Japan's one master. Please, who is your master? Budini, I'm a master. Oh, you're a master. Okay. Confirm this as a money making venture. Obia obehu politics as a money making venture. Bia in the long run when in Beguasi. I have the opinion said there be obi obaba me ho so bo I mean I'm person me call contest me we be first we intentions. Oh, okay. Now, one of the poorest businesses and now ventures you can go in, especially politics, MP. I say this because, say we are MP, now we are man of straw. Yeah, parliament. And in no time, you lose favor with your people. Because demands are so high on MPs and politicians, say, or more criticizing politicians. No? Our attitude and behaviors make politicians corrupt. Who make an example? We say, "The nipa na no masa lie. Me fee no. Don't be say scam me for free. If I'm not working, I don't have my own business." And it is not different from me. A lot of MPs, that is what they also go through. What do you say? Inti, say who man of substance, who knew business. Pa now say, oh, koye politics when in Beguasi. Because the rush to make the money. Maybe I am about my history at Chron. So, who name me? Uber free say MP and a mamiska. What do you say? It also person koye MP because one who can Agyapong say we MP. ABR, you think he's doing well. But, and you're good. Ain't he? Wow, by what Green say? Oh, yeah, oh, politics when you scan when in Beguasi. Name them say, Ubraye. Now, wow, decided say, Obako, no Akoboa. You miss a lot of temptations. Obia and me influencer. And you can be a good excellent politician. But if you don't have your own business, if you are not yourself, now see, by virtue of where you come from, why you to organize why you could DMP. Only you may be other, but we'll go through the ranks until you also DMP. Only pass on when in Beguas.
You fail.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go to the next question in a bit, but I think we have the surprise on the line. Hello?
Hello, big man.
Hold on. Me pacho. Obi person no kasenti. So, honorable.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, big man.
Me pacho kasa honorable to why?
Oh, honorable Mr. Kennedy Agyapong. Pacho we there. Odoba medical near Miss Yao.
Major so.
Pacho se bibia boko.
Boko. Adare yeshi ahoda. O sorry say ukoti aduane na me ka kire me yire say medical go come miracle.
Oh, miracle. Let me who say na as one family na me tena o say moye there moye.
Me ba je bi bo di na je so medical na ti enje no. Was it na go come miracle that was it a miracle.
Oh, daddy many a just me no kasa anope. First of all, me better me da wante any o man panyin no, any papa we ma asi sufo. I mean shira pa any Ghana man na small fans baby we asking for su. Ano mo bold papa. Into them work and shira. Was so near to my pa we behind the scenes meshi out near the nkomo for bia was here di ka ho. Ya me shira. But we him the hand when you with someone like that.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
So ubiaso. Yi say ankrankra no a yame atom sem so obo a metisi en no otu a wesi ma ye aduane 4,500 wesi mama $1 million wesi mama say those white men are no different from us. We should take our destiny into our own hands. We should not always wait for a white man to come and help you. That's so I say, well, in my own small way, and I calculate names as $718,000. Anyway, a baby BNA, we can still help. It is around 4 million. Before you say, or man bapa, Yamia Shrami. Now, near informal Mukrama, me as a near a we are say, Sayaria Kitwa, Yehunim.
Yeah.
Now, at this place, it will be Anna. The world doesn't make sense to me anymore to hold on to what I have. That is why I also decided to say, look, let me also make a contribution to the nation. A beer, 1 max will save somebody from infection.
Yes.
A beer, 1 bed, a benya obia. Nanka yariana to omunya baby mfarentu ednatu. Inti I'm just doing my bit as a citizen. And I wanted to take the lead for Ghanaians to see, say, we are created as human beings, your God's image. And therefore, we should do things as human beings. We are independent.
Yes.
We are not dependent on the white man for everything. That is why I decided to do that.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, I realized that you spoke about hard work, you spoke about honesty, family, and all that, but you never touched on friends. Do you have friends at all?
Oh, yeah, I have friends.
What advice would you give upcoming,
I have friends.
People.
You see, we live in a society. Whether you like it or not, you have friends. But most of our friends, a conditional or situational womanty and our found if the situation is no more, they will not even come close to you. Odiama asamto and no behu and namfo war. And what I will tell the youth, and he said, you should have friends because we nipa, but limit the number of friends you have. And namfo na so na de ko trouble mu de bia. Yes. What some we fie, onyonko onim ahoye anti na wode nam. Emwaye. Nti oya ya we nipa, you need friends. You are some advice want to me and chirewa dwan chiro nua no anka bia nchirewa. Man where you make a wrong decision. So it's important that we have friends, but choose them well. Show mu suman. study everybody before you align yourself. And now say, what can we trim as a match room? Because a lot of friends, you know, they are opportunists. They just want to make something out of you. I've gone through that. Me watch the meno, and I'm home in young kufua or mupemasem. Now you don't believe it, say. Ni only the tune said the pa bet me a kotna wa kan once more. You'll be shocked. Say nipa semesia. Na me ne tune said the sa na adwene woni trip. But if you have clear conscience, you don't plan evil against anybody. Who can was some pempe now kwa? The bia nyankopon so e be show no nyam. We still have friends. We need friends. I have friends. But I'm extra careful. Because they say there was MPP or power. Oh, can Agyapong? Hey, be a president penasem. Hey, be a minister we penasem. Inti amfire honko bono. Bisa who say, Emra wundi power. Were these people your friends? In their conditionally opportunistic attitude. Inti young men and women listening to me. Emma, friends and also madebia competition by you. We want to keep up with the Joneses. What I mean by keeping up with the Joneses, and they say, oh, can Agyapong will wait? Mensu menyebi. I will say menyebi. Any means necessary. Unim acquire me fast or binyaya. Unim how long I have planned and saved towards buying that particular egg. But who yanwano, who say it was so nyebi. You make a lot of mistakes. Buy your time. Plan towards every decision you want to make, and you will succeed. But who your hasty decision, a competition, say any person see or wait to you will make a lot of mistakes.
Honorable, last two questions answered. This one in here is coming in from Kobe Chase. A blogger says the Germany USA had a better economy to achieve a lot when you put in the hard work. It's a different situation here in Ghana. How can we also achieve a lot in our bad economy? Well, highlights a bad economy then.
Yeah. I'm talking as a businessman. I'm not talking as a politician.
Okay.
As a politician, I wouldn't say that. But as a businessman, the question that he has asked, and he say, listen carefully. In a society with a bunch of fools, the few wise men succeed and carry the fools along. In a society with a bunch of fools,
the wise ones,
the few wise men succeed and carry the fools along. So be among the few wise people, and you will see, say, whatever the situation, you will rise to the occasion. Life is not going to be easy. Yetiha, they say yetiha. Although my capital came from America, now I give back. Coming kwa American to me kwa ye jumani biemu da. Ye kwa ekotuya mortgage ni muni yima yema ni asaba. Ye Ghana haya. There are investments that you can do. You make a lot of money. So returns, a good question the person asked. I want to assure him, say, returns on investment in Ghana is higher than
exactly
US ni Europe. But you should venture into writing. If you say the youth, I can give you few a year. I'm not supposed to, but I'll give it to you. A friend of mine wanted to sell the apartment to me for 11 million. Then I asked him, how much will be the returns in a year if I spend it? Was it 600,000? 600,000 after taxes, many are saying, was it 300,000? So 300,000 times 10 is 3 million. So it's going to take me over 30 years
to make that money back.
To make that money. Now listen, decisions that you take. If the $11 million can build about 13,000 tons of coastal, and 12,000 tons or 13,000 tons of coastal with the $11 million, a month after taxes, I will make $180,000 from rent. So how many years? And I'm the better maker. How many years? Do the mathematics. Not more than 7 years. So why would I? It's a flagship. You see Villaggio. You see where say, Massa, and this will be about the suit. Now my be jeans. Everybody would think so be a wash a suit, you know, where crutching in on the whisker. It is not so. How many times do you see Bill Gates wearing? Another example is, and maybe bankers be bas or more pay Ken City account. And I'm so, met me a Mauco store. Was you me pay Ken City? Then I started laughing. I said, do you know how much comes to the coastal compared to wait? This media thing is flash. Keke. That is not where I make my money.
Sikanangasa free baby.
Good. Ebi na machiro. So me renting one coastal, 8 taxes ni we are. What comes to me is $90,000 from one. So the $90,000 after taxes will give me $1,080,000 right there sitting in the bank, Fidelity. The other one gives me $85,000, and also in a year gives $1,020,000. But uka two no bomwa, and about $11 million.
Exactly.
So if I'm going to spend $11 million to buy property or cantonments, yes, okay, in Agyapong, and apartment or cantonment. When you see the apartment, it's so beautiful, so you think that there is money. When you come to my coastal, that's it.
So it goes back to making informed decisions.
Precisely. And a determination. And you what you say? And then in the year I will start a business here, I will say, you won't. But as time goes on, that is how it is. Obi owa and no more muton here, you say. Ya the brand over 20. O the bremia metron triaka. Why be an officer on the bed? That gives my honesty gives me an edge over the dishonest person. Enji Ghana Dinedian, but Uto Boas here, a Gumano Kakrana will save you. Another strategy. Don't expand when you are doing business. If you can, don't expand your business outside your premises now. You will do the expansion. One, say be a have more yini. Now what we are now I expand it so that you can supervise and see every business that is going on. If you set up Happy FM here, YFM here, Happy FM here, Oman FM here, oh, Aquano Uska, and go for the humanity. But say, oh, be a humano, Bakuni, Nesta, what you may be, sir, Ushana, you want a bigger place, you move to a bigger place so that one casa
you move the entire business to
a bigger place.
Okay.
That is expansion I will encourage you to do.
Okay.
Because tell me what I share Kumasi. Bosu is woman do and to Moka. Go boys in go up. Won't to me go 70,000 back on Afescan. Another also for busy got by. May you frame on Yan and them missing to Moka. Work one casa a year Gumano, Netria Hokano, and also means Uncle Fa or man from Sika. No way, I'll do it. Mampre. One with dishonesty. But only Pepia where we are me be azono, Uhunwa, Nabra Bono, and the sign. And the returns on investment, sir. Oh, yeah, Juma Wahana would do a need to form monitor wadia. You can do it better than Sir Ukwo Abuchi.
Honorable Akasa, thank you so much. I'm very touched with all the things that you've spoken about. 2 questions, it's staring at me. But
feel free, we need problem.
This message is coming in from Lukman. Lukman says, you recently revealed to state authorities with respect to the non-payment of vehicle duties by Pastor Boadu Kobi. What motivated you to do that, and what is your advice to the youth of Ghana who see driving luxurious cars and yet to do everything, whether right or wrong, to one? And the second one from him, same person, says, Honorable, has Obinim reached out to you to apologize or wave the white handkerchief in the ongoing revelations?
Let me answer you. First one, Boadu Kobi. Now me watch the program, constantly insulting Akufo-Addo. Who is this guy? Now, Akufo-Addo anything. So I started digging him to know who he is. And I got somebody or you close, what cost sorry be. Ah, sorry, no say. Your castle on find the person to her, or the two or you see you scare woman in a go. Or we no Sikana, where you go on ana, Beduko be the ushers in Bessasa. No say how, Mimpre. Or no me argument na, or my becrini Essia Bontin. So he started giving me the information. Then other people are one of we stolen cars. A binum got panic and came to me, say, I'm saying he say, you quite chances number ha, Saka we won't triaka is a whole lot of a cost on phone cost second one no me mistake. Most of the cars in your won't try. Nippon Timinchen actually me what to do and get the fake engine numbers omudiaye amanunina. Odia say, no. The way I see dear Akufo-Addo attempt, because Mahama time he had it so easy. Or pretend is our Mahama suffer. Now or you soon not going there BT Mahama. Or you soon because Onyabo Mahama na ubia suru. Omo awe bu omu kwase agi omu nyoma oba MX otumi sign it down papers the man a whole lot of the cars for ko fani nyina free nya just said nasty things have gone on. What you say? Wow. So I picked on him when I saw say no kura o kasai sa onya genuine.
Yeah.
I was so for one no din say uto stolen cars. And I'm in this year. But I was smart. But me no.
But we're reaching out to you personally. Say
well, he sent a very good friend of mine to say so or Pachoni and did that the other two speaker. Na necessary. Because all the you see, Ghana phone Timasi. So be patronized. We are saying also. No matter how strong you are, also to me any pebia, or kochiwa, or to me a can boldly a chiro. So when you say any panibia, you are not a human being. And your wife gonna say, would you be a casam chira wunti? Or fair for be betting me a becan. Or say, well, my man condition is a go. In fact, honestly, minimum delay. He wanted to come to me, cross him in China, quine, over fast, over Peku for Ducho. But me, I have not had time. Okay. What do you say? No, so there are no problems. Sorry. Obinim made a mistake. I was making reference to Obana or Sereno or a foreigner be. Or see, Pakoya oil be say coronavirus, Obenya $40.
Yes.
Now, just how can you even embarrass yourself like that?
So that's where it started from.
That is where it started.
Yes, I'm here, Mundi, and just a modi Ramo. NDC, I am you obey to me. Wabuya bem, am my Yavira Huye, and ye dear shame Musaja, Musumudia Muban Kamboti Maibi. Then so MPP under Nanado Danquano, Mobu Yanumo Sin Body Ramo. Then so mine would be home among Kwa, Nay Yadiano, Yent no home man, your former Famu Penyan Yamope, and Yenya, and Tianiabre, ye poken before you on Quafo, and Yasamo. Munya from Swakra, Modi Munya fine, so man for Kotuaba. Now, but on Nukuredia woman say, Yura Kennedy or Mumpena, Betiasi. Then the enemy said to do a mebuoni, Nadu one so Mumpeno. Then when some Sumudi Sika, Samudia Urahuna, Namubayasa, Monkaisa, Sofo, Dominicutai, Yenshim nearby, Yeniabri, or Mananya Baku for the O. And to Mufani dear Mayan, dear Fanny dear Mammo, Mumubabramoya man your four. Yes, Simu Penny. Mumba Bramoya for a young man, your somewhere, Cassicam one Kanyam Yonkone, a diamond one Kanyam Yonkone, yet the Nidia Mamusamunianim, Namonto Tomai, that's Mumuye, Yamopanamoka, Yamopanamoye. Sabre Yeniabre. Say, ye free ha, ye consort sorry. That man sorry to one once to say, a memo pa, any poor boomai, only Yeniabri, Bomania Pepe Mae, Namoyana sa, among your four, the Nidia Mamamo. Yanu better than ye say, Entina near Pessia Catremono, and some Nina, El Yura, Cantancao, Obecasa.
Medi Akonya Echia Ghana Marina, a firm evangelist, Safo Cantanca, me a member of Clergy for Ken. Me say MPP party say omo ye Ghana for yenso ye asofo ne asempakafo a omanchechire efa ye ho ebra eduro no se nyamema ansori ankasemu a ibebu nyame animtia ojumtufo bi kan se senka wobue ye nia na yehu Ghana mu nsemu a ne akafa Canada hu bia no ibeja dia ya sidan kwa senka wobue ye nia na yehu Ghana mu nsemu a ne akafa Canada hu bia no ibeja dia ya sidan kwa se nyame boyani na ne pa odi ama Ghana ne yewe yewura Kennedy akompre kon na koma pa owo magana ne party a nka party fo beja nkeka koma mu Kennedy beba
abusia for median DJ ene no yaba asori fie na press conference bi call so press conference no say kojimu sem kakra ede bro opanyi pa me pa show median DJ now so
median di Reverend Emmanuel Usu Ajiman.
Oh okay daddy me pa cho ene ye tisa my press conference e be ka say press conference na moye no di ntipa na ma asofuku maka bon na ma ba be press conference
die asofuku di ntira ya press conference nyina eye said the oman no asiakọ
okay
ya hunu mpanyinfo bebre roaring so
okay
ebedru omampanyin kufo so ba atamel so ebedru Mahama so abesi na nado so nanka Ghana fo pa no ya hwe na nado ni amamuo ni sede na ositie obra omedi omampanyin no na Ghana fo nim se na nado ba ensan beba
I see
na Ghana fo nim se na nado ba enka krono a ekon asofo enye se yebeka pese yebechi obi atum ene yewehwe ba se obetimi aye bibi ato
wache ni ntia o sa moto abama
Agyapong Kagami
but say yes ya so for a press conference me ba cho ene e ba ni say
won ye binti no enti ne won ntimi nka ti Ghana force se apa MPP agye nkwa a obetimi agye party ne nkwa agye party na esi won e Kennedy Agyapong
I see
nipa nkru ni nyina ho asam nipa nkru ni nyina mo de won begina especially asanteman yento ma NDC ba yen sore so enkoto aba
na che say yento
na asanteman so failure fail MPP a fail nti de na mi gina me ka kire MPP for ne say mo pese mo MPP party no egina nyankunimdie kwa kakao because mo aninkunim we wa party ne begu
na say omo ni nkunu ma na say yebesi abeto aba bi
omo ni nkunu de party say de we say no mo mbaaye no anye kofuo MPP fo nye kofuo MPP fo no we num ye wo mu a omo fom niema when time no anye kofuo MPP time na wo mo baase wo mbaye o man ye no mi ankasa se me ka mi krom nipa mpanyimfo mienu amu ha mi akra mi ye dehie no mi akra masa asekra no chese o mo fom ne masa enti wenum tam no anye kofuo tam na o mbesi se ye hwe o man ye no ba wenum de wo mo fom ne ka ye betimi akonya $1 million enti o de hwe kana Japan betimi di $1 million asheni fie wa bra ni company o si wo bi company man kola nya adwuma ye
anko de be adwuma
anka entimi nsi enti na ye nyina ye hwe wo mu nyina pipi nyina de ne ho ni asem de Ghana fo nya ne ho asem enka bi enka no ene kan Agyapong enti ye say no king no vote.
I see daddy it has say woni edi nkomo na abre no ye beje wo number na ye show bi ayato ne din Ghana first na ya frost na so wa kire wa adwen na wa kire ni ntia wo se moto aba mayere ona bo Kennedy Agyapong nyame hira mo se mosomodi mani di se matoja na Ghana forces so everything on 7. God bless you.
God bless you.
Any day more, memti any DJ now say.
You me did also for us.
Also for us.
Yeah.
At here for Osha and subscribe no share page in my Rejoice FM 101.7 and Rejoice Media TV. Baby I'll show you have for Sinafo not able to. Me pacho any more press conference.
Yes.
As of for the then so better say yes, so for a press conference. Me pacho any bad say any dey kusi apie.
That's it. So busa no busa no. To any bre. You talk as for your politics, but antisa.
Okay.
You need dirty politics.
Okay.
Tell you dirty politics. You
I see.
But pure truthful politics. Yeah.
Okay.
Shall say heaven.
Politics
God,
heaven.
yes, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit came together.
Okay.
We say to me, perfect. Now, Ghana ne dirty as BBS. I mean, a Christopher who na say. I see became na ye bring and say Ghana ya me shrine. Ghana o man say we feel ko ko for fear na yi.
Na correct. Aboya is so we
go to Israel. Omo dwa botan mu no mayafu. So omo ni hia. Nyina ye enipa ponifo bi a ye yi omo bedi anim a omo mo oman no.
I see.
And they are so for coming together and just say ye be bon paya penipa. Omo bedi no kra mo oman no.
Okay.
Na enipa ne be 10 MPP side. And this the omaka ho te abanipa be 11.
Okay.
Ye hwemu pa do sincere, courageous, character wise, charismatic. On Ghana for you be na dia okasa obi abeti.
I see.
Kennedy stands out.
Okay.
Or no credit for. Or doni mine. And na obeti me bibi so am o mine no.
Okay.
And the entire ye come together say yen fa na medi yen so hwe. Mahama yebi. Yewra friends vice president
company be say nyankopane ye de tunam se rade hwan na wode ne maye na fe agidi fo mpaye so atumi aye adwuma de nti a asofo ye ni abre nyina ne se ye hwe NDC side a osofo bi en hotan NDC o osofo bi en hotan MPP
okay
na mo mpanimfo ye yi wo ma wo di oman nanim no ene toda na ensem bebre aba wo ho a we ye sofo so ko bi wa no pe ye se sofo nye politics that is oman ne say ya na say oman so say ya a Christopher Cray war minum Yamia Dombe 70% no or man say no a Christopher never can Yamia Juma and Yamia Safon so a trap intina Yanko Pon Cracker Israel more empire more Maya Mutimuno no money ye diemuno and a Musumube die. Okay. Inti sad brain who said answer near beto abano as I saw for the train Yamianim Yanin Yamidin Como a drew baby Yanko Ponsi Bisame Mamma de Wakumape inti I saw for no bebre. Yakuma epe Kennedy. Okay. Onipa ye pen na adenti na ye pen na nas ye yenyimu na mu ya so nipa ne bebre ahwe hu se suban ne de ye ni bu ho a ye beto aba ma no aye osoro abofo ye to aba ne ma no wie pen no aba ye sebo ewe ye so o ye mpi so entia kura no je se wuchi alko onye wo so obi ba twan ya ma ne constituency ne bibia si na obi ewie na ansa no ababo nsa ye mpesa na ye ma no so nyame se ye ndi ye mfie dodo nti se nam MP anase o mampani bi anase amambu oboni nti no enipa bewu just like that now see so ano e wo mpaibo mu ne ye ne ya metentam de nti asofo ye ne abrense me de bia me bom pai ma akuafo me sofo baako ayo mokọ Rwanda ye Kagame okay oye kuani nti omo ye bibi omo to nsa na sofo no koba ne dako ye dinko o se Rwanda kuani enkodo ensoando ba ye woni tri so emefa ekwan ya nye so na ne ho atete no ne hanyina poto ne ho ase ne ndoba ye ne sei uye wefu na aban ne di nipa ba omo abehwe se ye mango a omo abehwe afu no eye well ripe that omo abedi ano no omo watwa ne nyina agu bottom ne ya befa kọ usika ne ye kwa wo ho ane ye disika bre no wasan adua foforo jene na wo ya sa ne ye no ba Ghana hwe ye kuafo kuani bebre sa me maame no ye kuani papa ye kuani ti no etoda me hwe kuafo a se no mu hunu amane wo man mu no amanyofo dada wo mo ache I see obi bedo afuo no watwa bode ye gukwa ho kai de beba krom kura na yenso ya bota ye bi de enso ya asem ni nyina sa kwan ye ne nyina answer politician bi wo ba bia yeso onye bibi na wan ye sika no sabe ebi ode aso no nkwa ne ho nti asofo ye dwumadie ne ye mpa ebo no se oman ye begie si onye ntokwa honam mu se bible say nam honam mu na so ye ntusa honam mu ti ani nyame kasa Kennedy eye opani bi a minim ne se ogina na wo so ogina we minim no ne picture na me hu no TV so ana se graphic mu na mo papa ne ne oma oye de mate bebre na me yesofo yi me nyanya atwom se ye de Kennedy sabe obi a ne suban ya na wade suban bia ye de Kennedy kofra ne mu na se nkate papa bi na ade kofra bone mu na ya sa kobre ne yakoyiyi mu nti se si ade me as personal me hu opani Kennedy said odi no kre o wotima emanipa o kan Matthew 9 verse 36 no Bible say Yesu ye de ohun krofo mo ye ne mobo that's the character of God na Kennedy bia ka so onye sofo etoda kro bi mbo no kwa du se bia onye gidi ne ona onsum nyame ya sofo kro ye gina nyame anim preach no obia wo nanso bi wo from the time of creation. Adam was having a problem with God because he was disobedient. Abraham, he told a lie. That was a shortcoming. Moses put the rock and the water will come. He strike it. That was the shortcoming. From there to New Testament, Paul, Peter of all leaders in the church, edru baby no Pharisee for there no say we ye Jew ni na ne amamamu foko didn't or pretend afedi or say me enti ni na ye shortcomings but Papa Kennedy or ye nipa sabe also a shortcoming but shortcoming na woni there are some good things ye hu woni mu a obedi o man animu a ode be ye adwuma onye mbedi animu kra no hwese nkrofo mba wa ma no ne na asem asie Papa na yi ni bottom one frɛ MPP mpanimfo na NDC mpanimfo wa yi ni sika ɔde akɔfa nipa yaba abata ɔmo ho ntɔ wɔmo hwɛ tamare ayaresabea nipa da ho ehuna mane kane ni ho nti no obi bewu Papa yi ni bottom sika ya to machine
wo information pa ya refro na de wa Ghana First program no so
enti no can dear we are me bi da that's the first time because we have been praying and waiting for God to give us a faithful and dynamic and courageous leader to lead the nation so that all the resources God has blessed this nation with will become profitable to even the vulnerable in the nation. All right. That is our goal.
Thank you very much.
No can, no vote.
Ghana First program.
Hallelujah.
Your live program. Because as information
will be
the mixture of Bible and then the politics. You can do better.
God bless you. Amen.
I need you more about Rejoice Media TV.
Yeah, me there.
Me bache bi aboko de.
Yesu nti.
Na na tumi na Bible so. Hu so my press conference. E de na kam ma so for panyi on bi gina na mo so mo press conference.
Papa mama collect o baby kakra. So nya so for akesi mi na no kre. Me ne me kunu.
Hey.
Me ba try. E feeling nyina na aso ye ho.
Allah. Unu kunu na aba.
Me na me kam kire.
Hey.
This is Apostle the Graft to Wusu.
I see.
If you're in a minute,
okay.
And I can't have bomb. Papa, now was saying, what's wrong with your
my press conference?
Papa, you need blah beleno. And yes, some kitwa.
Okay.
Didn't say young and I say, there was a memory that Yanko Poyatuma. Yakotuaba. Now, Abana Yakotuano. Yem Pekatas a share and a project.
Okay.
And any parents saw ya sorry I didn't chino. Ya won't any pain now reject no. And paying for no money nama.
I see.
And I asked for so you no cranny you maintain. And then to see a dinner chi. And see about say a bompire. And pie netino. The mass had we say a PM.
I see.
Sir on Yankopon and Casamanaqua. Canada Japon, a rather Casamano. Every say I call you on Kwana Pameboa. Why about for? Next one a chinswa. Nyamia so for kukudam asole onye ba akofo
okay
sawo nyamia na wade nyina o de nipa nyina nyinima empayifo nyina nyinima onyame aka asofo akoma ele rade akasa che asofo mpanyifo e wo mai mu sei yen sori na yenye dede yen sori nkasa na adum na wo se Ghana e fa no ntuma paye den e fla papa ti se wo hu ya na de tie no
that's great. Oye so for panya da sorry kese ba kwa no. E na okunu su da sorry kese. Na je say ene ze kan Agyapong wa we na bi.
No kwasem.
Because amount for fouls enya yaresa. Amount for fa okunu su nya yaresa. Ati e for say fe de Martin e mecha asese manyina fifi na so mo kan boma. Eja we si wa. Me ba cho obi e delegate okwa kwato aba se me na wo ka kire no.
Dia me kan nyina
delegate no.
Dia me kan nyina ne se omonfa peye. Na omonfa no kre. Omo hwa ho kire. Omo kwato aba ne ya ne areject omo yeso man ko school. Ba Canada de wonim school e na no me kan sase mo sei. Enti omo hwa aho kire omo ye den omo namu.
Okay.
Na omo ye den omo kwato aba no. Omo fa no kredie ene nya mesuro. Na omo nyina omo ma ho. Daache no omo nyina omo ho. Na omo kwato aba no.
Okay.
So ma nyina daache ho de a omo di sika kakra bi. Ye be so mafruma no. Na omo kwato aba no. Na otsina bi ni baby school papa Canada yeso anko school no school hu hia no
I see
ai Canada yeso anko school yeso ni mu hye no o mai mu school e hu ye den e hia no enti mesra wo mo se aba no mo kwakoto no o mo fa no kredie na o mo koto na nyame so be hira wo mo.
I see. Yanko so papa na eni nkodi nkomo. Daddy me ba cho e ma so akwa baba Rejoice Media TV so.
Media nyame hira we bre.
Amen.
Na onto nkwanam.
Amen.
Ma ma wa hwefo mo hwe Rejoice TV. Na Rejoice FM nyina akwaba. O hwe aba kasa voice na bre.
Se ma hu se mpa no maboa na chese.
Se asofo pia na ye kasa ye ko bompa ye ma amanyoni a na e kire se nyame edi e kire.
I see.
So what you see na o man Ghana ni nyina entie na mo ntie ye.
Okay.
Da bia o hyem na no kasa me ka o man.
No correct.
O man Ghana ni nyina pie firi nipa ba ko ye frum na bae. Na no kwasem ne se emre mu o se Ghana wo obi a o ye potent.
Okay.
Na o ye no kwafo. Oye competent. Etumi jina kase tuntum.
Okay.
Kokwa.
I see.
No kura nti na asofo ye pie.
Okay.
Na ye pe oman nkoso. Na enye obi a na betumi agina ka no kore. Akere no ankasa ne maami a wawo no. Anane papa a wawo no. Akompre ku tumi jina ka kere MPP se. Se MPP fu anhwe ya. Omo no ma bi omo ye no betumi do makọ opposition.
No correct.
Na kire se onsura de.
No correct.
Debi.
Me am gina hayi. Me nsura de. Na de pesa me kire obi a ne se me menda ye to aba. Omo na to din se special voting.
Sure.
No kwasem special so. Na de omo ne se onyame ye special chen om.
No kwasem.
Eno nti omo hwe ye ma no kore enadi.
Okay.
Ye de ye nim se ye jaya ma no kore adadi a. Di onim to no ene de ngira premo na no oni akompre ko enu nti asese wie dada.
Okay.
Order first. Na de yake nyina so ne se enyi sika ketua bi enkodi ne ne ama omani nsi apini wo chena.
Okay.
E bossa enye hunehuna enye threatening ne mo sa onipa koro nyankopon sa betiawo.
I see.
Efri se sa konkrufo bi atiam ma wonsufre duru awurade animu a Ewradi tie.
Okay.
Mena me no ka se ade ehu owiase Ghana sesi ane se. Unum se apimfo bi su.
Apimfo su.
Enyanka bi su. Kunafo bi su. Mobrofo bi su. Enam se ebra na wie bo ensuo to no. Omo maame no sore ahomache. De suom ko gina alamu koto aba. E de ma obi obehwe oman ne so ma oman ne atimi ayeye no no so atimi aye adwuma. Obi a ote kejeti ha. Papa Nwoti bola ho. Kohwa tacha otietie mu bola ho. Ekoton mako.
I see. Obedu be na cent nko a.
Enne. Jene one bag. 15 million.
Because of Niger war.
Wonim say yetumi di noma bi esese adum ni adan. Ghana yete yasase so no. Etumi ka kire ye say Russia Ukraine war. Na Russia and Ukraine no e wo Ghana. Look at something. Enti o ma buyache. Ye hia oni po be ka no kore. Akompre ko bra. Akompre ko bra. Ken bro no my Ghana ye bre ye huna mane.
I see.
Ye fro kwame. O he e no mo bre. No kura na sa ti o mani si apini. Enti bisa se ya sa se nye betumi aduade ni. na se Russia Niger eko a na Ghana je na ehunamane ade asem
na che say dey Russia crowd na je so mo man hwe na mo de ahye Niger kontokwa na si mo hwe je na ko do 15 million
na
ene say beduru ayi na Christmas na do
mamen ka wura wo sem nkyerɛw omanya yentumi ni ye ho so na yen afo abibi man ene se wo hwe wona obubu mo wure cafe no Ghana ha Niger fo tie ni ye pa o
okay
se wo hwe wo mo a kayo fo mo gu ekwan a mayo mo masrasrade a Niger fo
okay
come say yes akodan Niger say okun asi Niger nti jene emo Ghana
hey
what you say
omo abaye krom so me pesika akono
oh
ye dan mo jene
no kwasem no kan
papa enye say ya no atene abegina kasa o ye hwe oman na pinisi a wo kom o haw ne atete ya namu a ye hie nipa bia nse de ne ade obeka no kora kire ye $1 million obi ebotoam eda so konkon so na ye bre wo man Ghana mu a ede na won pese o mo kire
na che so obi se bola MP mponi
yo ai show it mesremo mu amokoto aba memenda yesremo MPP akoma ne mo Ghana akoma ne mo mesremo bebre we de matreme nsapa na me de kire mo so enya hunahuna na de me ka kire mu nyina ne se yenhwe de sefata no na yenhwe de obeka no kra ma Ghana na grassroots no me kire yen a yete akire ho na ye twen ya man national abato ni nyina general election aba so no yesi no can no vote so wa ma ye nto aba no na yen so so ye kuta sa edom wa sorry no ye were very influence for nipa so
ene no krepa
se duru baby ma Professor Mante ka say enyansafo e mo sorry no ofra asofo de ya yesu ni enyansafo ni bi ye betumi akasa David can say I am a man of peace but when I speak tiena asem ni yo they are for war
I see
one kasa ntokwa o because ni influence o nipa so doso onipa bi o ye influence bi ahwe ni ye sa asofo pie say ya too influence ya timi sramo muntie ye numa asem na sana Solomon so ka sana empotem ne ka area ne kasa constituency kasa wo munyina ase ye hia kana Agyapong anya sa no can no vote DC mesrew MP mesrew ohina ya ma akonya se otimi to oba ne bi mesrew panimu biala wa akonya se special voting utimi to bi no yesrew ada o my Ghana se wonsa enkoji sika enkoji 2 million ne yesen nkofo che 3 million so de wani monyam koji 3 million wan kasa sebi na onyansa wai kona koto aba ne ye na onyankopon monyam pie wo so na oman no etwa se obi de nkwato ho na obi enya so aba etwa eno nti emfasika enkoje 300 cedis na yankohuna mane daache
okay so for wakasa so for mame odi conclusion be bana che say ye de enkomo na si ye be from live no maba Ghana First program no so for mame ebra ye ko asam kakra be na o kan e de chirechifo
de mpesa me kan nyina no e fa me kunu aka
okay
ade mpesa me kan di toto okra na say me me de nyankopon ya adoma se obi ama wusika eno kire bribe e da obi akwa asori de won kwa asori no obi wa sombo fie sie di no kre wo ho e na muslims so muso di no kre enti ba bia no kre wo no me pa wo chewo e ho na wo sawo ye den okọ onyankopon enka mo ho onyame omoamo na mo fa pepepe ye enkoto aba no na melimu se afia da ye ni mo no sabe ye su ye mesu ye school ko mu nya ye basa me di nyankopon di sremo ye hwe ya setena mu na ye nto aba pa so we wasetena na to aba pa ka wo sori a wo kwa akopli bi no a ye pia wo to twene no aba pa wo to ye nto betime nya ka na wan kasa do mai den akọ school o ma foundation betime den aye papa me di nyankopon di sremo me de nyame ya adoma kwana ko to aba pa me sremo won kwana ko to aba pa na onyame obedi mochi abanso akwa akotena wodi no krenti no se obone fo no hye wo haw bi wo hye amane bi ade ato so se emeto ne wo ma enam no kra wodie e wa abana akoto ye ntino onyame onna saade ne so na onse no yare bi eda wo so no kra bi a wodie na akoto abapa ntino onyame onyi sa yare no emfi wono onyame onhyira mo on come home. Christo Yadoma, Yabessia, Madam Massey.
No more press conference. Again, any Kenya ma so for Macabo no my press conference.
Yo, Medase, any Akonye. Na ye fakwen so echia ebusuafo a ehwe Rejoice TV ene ne tiefo nyina no kwasem a achenye bi eni ho se asofo akaye ho abomu a ye de etai oman Ghana ene ne tichu Honorable Kennedy Agyapong akompreko echi ewo Franka opese odi MPP amanyo ku no enim na ode be pre o mampanyin na me chiremu akosi se empanyin se de onim ekono ono ne yede ni gina atwera no se yadru mpompon so a na se nkwantanan so ewo Ghana mamumu a yehunu niema pabia ewo owura ne mu munyamfo Kennedy emu a ya gidi sese onya akwanya no eba be somo meya oman be fa ne ntoma pa efra na memenda ewo ye nimu ya yenyina ye nimu no em se endam from memu etwagu omokoto special voting menim se ye den ya obeka ho de nanso omonto ni bum emfa ema eye munyamfo Kennedy efri se wasom oman na wasom ono ankasa ne party a eye MPP no na adanse nyina wo ho a kinye bia ni ho ebra so se delegate for no so mo hye ni onyam mesre mamu ma ye nye te se iso na ye nton ye mpani ni mfa nye aduane enni se ne eye Genesis nwoma no etire aduonu enum chemo aduasa miensa no eka no ebasa na ye di oman hwamo ni edi nchirima nso ehwamo we ni butayenti a asofo yakan ho abomu a ye de empaibo e de gi oman esi ho.
That's great. Na che say oman no ayedie na edama koma so ntino ye de mo ba be gina me pa cho ye program bia ya tunu din Ghana First be pese da kra be fro na so so di wani di sema ye de atudwa na mom abato na mo kwa akoto no asemben e na wo ka kire empanfo no omo amu bo abeto no obe ka say sa empanfo de wuntimi mbra bi omo na so so omo ne nta ankrofo a Ghana wodi ani suo di abeka say omo ne support won Amoakwa Agyapong grassroots na ye ready so ombeto aba ma no me pa cho obra omo koyi asembe na wo ka kire omo ye nsema amom so matetu ofom no nti asemben ana nkraben ana woto e de amom
asemo ameka e de ama omo a ekoto aba no delegates ehemfo a omo akwanya so omo to aba ebie MP4 assemblyman for omo so wo sa akwanyen se omo timi eyi candy4 ewo eye special delegate inipenum no emo no etiawa mesre yemfa no kwaredie ene periperi ye emfa nhye sa abato imo na yenyi nipa osefata mimi wo gidie wo owura munyamfo Kennedy Agyapong mo se obetimi edi party nanim agye ne onyam ne nkunimdie de abre MPP party no ne basa nso a Ghana fo a ye ne wo mo edi enkita ho abre ne abre nyina ne omo hwe animu no eye owura Kennedy Agyapong na chese party ni so ne oman no edi ni ye enti delegate yesrem a madaroma momfa akokodro ma obia ma ehu bia manemo fi se ye wo ye kotodwa ni ma yesre twedi ampo se onam no kwaredie eso be ma ye candy4 ama oman enya na ni onyam ebio.
That's great.
Kennedy beba moya Kennedy beba moya Kennedy beba yeah moya Kennedy beba moya Kennedy beba moya Kennedy oh moya Kennedy beba moya Kennedy beba yeah moya Kennedy